Oh my god, I don't know what to expect from this experiment, but we will find out in a bit.
Hey there, Lore here, and in this video I'm sharing 3 different ways to apply crystals or rhinestones onto a stretch fabric. Back in 2014, I started making competition bikinis, and the Hotfix method was the first one I tried. For this, you just need 3 little things. Hotfix crystals, meaning they have glue on the back, and a little gadget like this one to heat them up and activate the glue, and a small tray to hold the crystals so you can grab them from there. In the description, I will leave the link with all the information to where you can get all of this stuff. You just need to plug into the wall the applicator, and it comes with different tips you can swap out depending on the size of the crystals. And to get us started, we are going to plug it in and wait about 5 or 10 minutes for the tips to get hot. While that's heating up, put a cardboard or something under the fabric to protect the surface you are working on from getting messed up. And I have got 3 of these applicators. First, because I was paranoid one might break and I will be left with nothing to work with. And second, because when I'm working with different crystal sizes at the same time, I put different tips on each one. That way I don't have to keep switching tips and waiting for everything to heat up again. Once the tips are hot, you just pick up the crystal, wait a few seconds for the glue to start melting. Sometimes you will see little bubbles, and then when the glue is melted, you are good to place it on the fabric. And honestly, I think how well the crystals stick depends a lot more on the brand of the crystal and the glue they come with, and not so much on the tool you buy to heat them up. So yeah, this is what the underside looks like. That's why it's super important to protect your work table. Now let's talk about the pros of this method. The result is super clean, the glue doesn't spill out the sides, and since it's just a thin layer of glue, the fabric doesn't feel heavier. Plus, the drying is practically instant. A few seconds and everything is set. Now the cons, it takes longer to apply than the other 2 methods I will show you next, because you have to hold the crystal, wait for it to heat up, and then place it. And sometimes the tips don't grab the crystals right away. Either they need to heat up more, or they just don't feel like grabbing it, or the crystals flip over on me, so that slows things down a lot. And in my quest to be more efficient with my time, that's when I started using method number 2. The E6000 glue. For this method, you will need regular flat back crystals, the ones without glue on the back, and for more precision, I like to use a syringe with an applicator tip, plus a crystal picker tool to grab the crystals easily. You can probably tell I used the Crystal Katana brand for years. It was like the top tier stuff. But then I wanted to try cheaper alternatives, and yeah, you can feel the difference in the hold. The Crystal Katana is way lighter, but when it comes to picking them up, they work just as well. For the E6000 part of this project, we are going to use gray crystals in the SS16 size and black ones in the 20 size. To get us started, I fill the syringe with the glue and then put little dots where I want the crystals to go. With the picker tool, I grab the crystal and place it on top of the glue dot. The pros, the glue consistency is thick, you can control exactly how much you are using, and the hold is industrial level strong, which is like super tough. This is the glue I used in my Converse video. If you haven't seen it, I will drop the link around here. And it dries pretty fast in just a couple hours. The cons, it does make the fabric feel a tiny bit heavier, especially if you use a lot of glue. Plus, it got those toxic fumes. If you are just using it for 1 or 2 projects in a well-ventilated space, I don't think it's a big deal. But after more than 7 years of working with it for hours every day, I started feeling weird in my throat. I even bought one of those painter's masks, and still with that, my body was like, nope, we don't like this anymore. And that's why I moved on to the option number 3, the Gem-Tac. And to use it, you just need the same tools as with the E6000. For this one, I'm going to use yellow crystals in SS20 size and green ones in the SS16. The syringe with tips and the crystal picker tool. And a little warning here, I have noticed that after filling the syringe, if I let the glue sit there for about 2-3 hours to thicken up, it's way easier to handle. I didn't do that here, and that's why what you are about to see next doesn't look too flattering for the third contender. Just like with the other one, you put little drops of glue on the surface where the crystals are going. Then pick up each little crystal and place it on the glue. The first time I used it and saw that white outline, I was like, ugh, this looks horrible. But once it dries, I will show you the difference. The pros, I'm not getting intoxicated with the fumes while using it, and that's a huge win. The cons, it takes longer to dry, and the consistency is more liquid, so it's not as easy to control how much to use when dropping those little dots. As for how well it holds, well, that's what we are about to see next. But before we get to that, let me drop a little tip about a glue someone recommended to me on Reddit that I haven't tried yet. It's from the same company as E6000, so it's gotta work just as well, and supposedly the fumes are a tiny bit less toxic. So I wanted to share that with you in case it's helpful, and if you would like a video about that glue, let me know in the comments down below so I can grab it and test it out. I'm gonna wait 24 hours after putting on the crystals and then show you how they turn out. Alright, so this is how they look now. All the glue have dried, and when you touch them, the crystals feel solid. Even if I stretch the fabric, they don't fall off. But now comes the real test, the washing machine. And here is a little disclaimer. Honestly, I don't recommend throwing anything with crystals into the washing machine. Ever. The best thing is always to hand wash it. Just make some soapy water and use a semi-soft little brush to scrub lightly. And as you can see, nothing falls off. That way, whatever you make will last way longer. But for the sake of this scientific research, I'm going to toss the fabric into this little bag along with some other clothes because might as well get some laundry done while I'm at it. And if the crystals fall off, they will stay in here and won't get stuck in the machine. So let's see what happens. Oh, and another super important thing, after washing, let it dry in the shade and never ever use the dryer because the extreme heat can reactivate the glue, and then yeah, everything is gonna fall off for sure. Okay, the washing machine is done, and let's check it out what happened here.
Okay, now the moment of truth. Oh my god, they all survived. Now let's stretch the fabric. Okay, this is Hotfix. This is E6000. Oop, we see something here. Maybe it needed a little bit more glue here. One completely fell. This one is also a little bit. These two are also loose. Wow! Next. Actually pretty good. And okay. There is a tie with this, and let's try again with this. No, this one is super strong. They are not loose or anything. So definitely the winner is Hotfix.
Honestly, I thought the E6000 was gonna hold up better. Tell me in the comments what did you think was gonna happen, and which of these three methods do you think is the best for you now? Thank you so much for watching and for sharing this with anyone who might find it helpful. Remember, in your hands lies the power to turn the invisible into visible. See you in the next video. Bye bye!